Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So, a quick topic on this particular question, that is, what is the difference between robot class, robot framework, and robotic process automation, that is RPA. A lot of people, they are getting confused, that people they're asking that, okay, Naveen, can you please explain a robot class in RPA? What is RPA? What is the difference between robot class and robot framework? So there are a lot of differences, guys, between all these three things. So let's clear it out. And then after this particular topic, we are going to start a new series on a robot framework as well, which is an amazing tool which is available in the market, quite demanding in the market. And then we will start a new series with this video. So let's talk about the robot class first. So guys, robot is just a class available in Java. So robot class is only used for the key press events from your keyboard. I'll give you an example. And here you can see that I'm going to launch one notepad.exe file, which is available in this particular Windows drive. And then I'm going to create the robot class object over here. You can see this is a robot class, which is actually coming from java.awt package. And this robot class is available in this package. So they introduced this particular class in JDK 1.3, I guess. And then I'll show you the Java documentation also for this class. And then what exactly I'm doing is I'm just launching the notepad.exe and I'm using this get runtime method, and I'm executing this particular command. It means it will open this particular notepad.exe, and then I'm creating the object of robot class, and then I'm doing some key press events from my keyboard. It means first you press Naveen, vk means vk underscore n means n, and then pause a 100 milliseconds, and then again write, and then you have to release the n over here. So it means I'm just pressing something like this. Let's see, I'm just pressing n and then releasing it. Again, I'm pressing N, releasing it. Again, I'm pressing A, releasing it. Then I'm pressing B, releasing it. Like that. So exactly same thing, this class also will do the, okay, on this particular notepad. So here I'm writing three multiple sets I have written for each and every character. You can see that this is press N, and then after 100 milliseconds, release N. Then again press A, then after 100 milliseconds, then release N over here, release A over here, like that. So likewise, I'm just simple writing my name NABEEN on the notepad, and I'm going to execute this class, and let's see what happens. So let's run as Java application, click on OK, and then you can see Naveen got entered over here. You can see that, right? I'll show you once again. Let me just close this and don't save. Right click, run as Java application. You can see Naveen got entered. So this is exactly same thing. If I'm doing from my keyboard, same thing, robot class is also doing the same thing. If you see, it's a Java official documentation. You simply go to its, I've already opened that. You can see there is a class under java.awt package, and it's clearly written, this class is used to generate native system input events for the purpose of test automation, right? And if you see, there are two constructors are available. One is a default constructor, one is the graphic device screen object you can pass. And these are the different methods are available. You can do a lot of good things with respect to key press, key release, mouse over, you can do that. Mouse press event also, you can do that. So all the keyboard and the mouse event you can perform with the help of robot class. But what is a drawback? The drawback of this particular robot class is that the screen should be enabled and the screen should be displayed, right? There should not be any other thread or any other screen should not disturb this particular, let's see, for that particular application that we are using it. For example, notepad. I should not mouse over unnecessary, and then it should not block this particular screen. And then at a time, it will work only this particular specific application only. It means at a time, it can perform only one mouse event or keyboard event. It means I cannot use this particular class for the parallel execution. Tomorrow, let's say you want to automate something. Let's say generally we say that, okay, yes, we can do it for the file upload process. We can use the robot classes, but the same automation we cannot do, same execution we cannot do with the parallel execution. I cannot execute that, right? So this is a limitation of this particular robot class. That's why we don't recommend that. So this is about the robot class. It's a Java class. So don't be confused at what is robot class. It's nothing related to robot framework or RPA. It's just a separate Java class available over here to provide the key keyboard and mouse events. Okay. Now the second thing is that what is robot framework? Now to understand the robot framework, we will go to its official website. You can see robotframework.org. So robot framework is very popular and is a keyword driven framework, and it's totally open source. It can be used to test automation for your test automation that you are writing it, and it can be used for your robotic process automation as well. They provide certain libraries for RPA as well. So it's a very active supported community, and they provide a lot of libraries, a lot of tools. It's written with Python, but it can be used. The core framework is implemented using Python, and it also run on Jython, that is JVM Python machine, and Iron Python for .NET. You can simply use it for that. And then you can see their documentation. These are the different clients are available, and it supports a lot of libraries. I'll give you an example also that how exactly we can write the robot framework classes and test cases, everything. You don't need any programming experience with that. You don't need to understand, you don't need to write any single line of code. You just need to write different keywords over here. You can create your own custom keyword. You can create your own libraries here, and then use your keywords and design your test cases in a typical keyword driven way. So this is a keyword driven framework, open source, which is available in the market, written in Python, and then can be used with Selenium also, can be used with APM also, can be used with your API for backend automation also. It can be used. This is the example you can see on my screen, that this is a way that we can simply write a script over here. You can see you can write some documentation, then you can write some test cases. Simple. This is the keyword. You can see that open browser, then input username is a keyword, and then username is a demo. This is the password, and then submit credentials is the custom keyword. It's written over here, and then it's saying welcome page should be open, and then tear down method close browser. Something like this, we can do that. And a lot of good custom keywords also you can create over here, but you don't need to write any single line of code, right? They can see that there are this is a very good report they will provide, and this is a keyword. You can write some more keywords, you can write it over here. You can achieve parameterization also, and a lot of examples they have given over here. Now if you go to their libraries, they provide multiple libraries, guys. For example, they provide APM library. You can automate with APM also, and you can automate for your Android and iOS testing. You can do that. They provide Selenium library. They provide a backend API automation also. You can do that. So there are so many libraries are available. You can check on the basis of your requirement. See this Selenium library, web testing library that uses popular Selenium tool internally. Selenium screenshot. They use Sikuli library also. They use a Swing library, right? They use a lot of other libraries. Selenium library for Java also they have given that. Puppeteer also they have used that. REST instance they have used for robot framework test library for HTTP JSON APIs. They have used REST instance over here. FTP library to automate testing using FTP server with robot framework. So there are so many libraries are available, guys. You can simply use it on the basis of your requirement. These are the external libraries. These are the standard sections available. You can click on it. These are the inbuilt libraries provided by a robot framework. You can use it, and then you can automate some really good stuff, right? Then you slightly scroll down. There are a lot of tools are available, like with respect to their editor. You can see this is the editor too. They provide some really good with respect to HTML documentation. They provide a lot of good logs, a lot of good reports also, and there are so many editors are available in the market, like Eclipse IDE, then Eclipse plugin, then IntelliJ, then a Red plugin is again for Eclipse, then Atom for Sublime, then they have PyCharm, then Visual Studio Code, Notepad++, TextMate, Vim plugin. There are many plugins are available. Open source plugins are available. You can use them, and then you can write your test cases over there. In fact, you can write your test in the form of keywords in a simple notepad also, and you can directly execute from the command line. So we will see in this particular series that how to do that, right? So this is about the robot framework, guys. So you can have this, you can see this particular documentation, and then you can obviously we will start a robot framework from the next video, how to set up, how to install, how to write your first code in robot framework, and a lot of good things we will be doing. One end-to-end framework, we will be doing that on the latest a robot framework, we'll do that. Recently, they have released a robot framework 4.0 also they have released over here. So you can refer this particular site. So now don't be confused between robot class and robot framework. So this is about the robot framework. Now I'm going to give you a quick demo about robot framework, guys. I have already written a script over here. You can see this. This is a script that is already written. Let me just show you. See, if you read this particular script, it's very straightforward, very simple. You don't need to write any single line of Python code or Java code here. This is the settings sections, and this is the library keyword. So these are the keywords which are already available in Robot Framework library, and this is a Selenium library that I'm using it. And then we have open browser is another keyword, close all browsers. So when you practice, then you will automatically recognize that, okay, yeah, this is a keyword, and then these are the keywords which are already available. There are around 150 or 160 keywords are available in Robot Framework. You don't need to remember each and everything. I'll tell you that you can simple write. Let's say, for example, I want to type something over here. You simple write in, and then automatically suggestions will come over here in the form of methods. Okay, in the form of keywords. So open the browser. So this is my sweet setup method where I'm using two variables, URL and the browser. And tear down method, close all the browsers. This is exactly, we do the same thing in TestNG JUnit, that setup method, and then tear down method. And then this is my variable section where 4 variables I'm using it, URL browser. So this URL browser can be used to open the browser, and this is the browser value on Google Chrome. And then I'm using two search query and two locators over here. One is search query, and another one is one more variable, not the locator, search term. This is my search term Naveen Automation Labs, and search query for the Google. I'm using CSS where input name equal to QA available there. Okay, and this is my test section, test case section, and my test name is Google page. And I'm simple writing 3-4 steps over here that wait until element is visible. So the scenario is like that. If you go to google.com, okay, it's simple, and then open launch google.com and simple write Naveen Automation Labs. This is the first text that I'm getting it, and want to verify that, okay, this text is visible on the page or not. So let's see. This is what I'm doing it. First, wait for that particular search query for that particular search bar where the CSS is equal to this, and then input text again for the search query. Just simple add some empty value first time, and then input text with the same search query. And what is your search term? My search term is Naveen Automation Labs, and then you have to submit the form. Submit the form means simple click on Google search, or then simple press enter after entering Naveen Automation Labs, and then page should contain this text over here like this. If this contain, this will behave like an assertion for me. Okay, so test case is not complete without any assertion. So this is what we have written. So these are my test steps along with one assertion with all these keywords in the proper way that we have written. So we will learn how to write the keyword, how to use the proper keyword, how to create your own custom keywords and everything in upcoming chapters in Robot Framework. But this is what, guys, that we have to. It's very simple. Now what I'm going to do that I'm going to run this particular test. So simple, select Google search, right click on it and go to run this, and simple save it first of all, and then I'm going to launch it. So you can see that Chrome is getting launched. Google.com, entering Naveen Automation Labs, checking the text, and then closed. And it will generate a simple console report as well that, okay, yeah, one test, one got passed. And here you can see, just like TestNG report, here it will give you the report in this particular format. Everything is in green bar, which is fine. This is your execution view. And then along with that, it will generate 3 reports: output.xml, log.html, and the report.html. So let's see a very nice report, which is a report.html. I'll show you. Copy this particular path and then go to Google or any browser and simple open that. And here you can see that this is the complete summary of the report. You simply click on your test demo, click on this is your Google page class, which got passed, and it will generate a very micro level detail report over here. You can see that complete suite available here, and this is a complete tabular format. What your suite name and everything, how many test cases got passed, failed, how much time it took, like that. Open your this particular suite over here, and you can simply see all these complete reports. This is your setup method, this is your tear down method, this is your complete open the browser, on which browser that you are running it, open on Google Chrome. This is your base URL along with the test data. Also, it will show it to you. This is my tear down method, close all the browsers and then reset the browser cache automatically internally. And then you have the test steps, and every test step is having a specific keyword. You can see wait until for this particular element. Yes, element is visible, this keyword got passed. And then likewise, then enter the empty string in the search bar, then enter the search term is Naveen Automation Labs in this particular CSS search bar. And then we have to click on submit form. And then finally, the page should contain Naveen Automation Labs along with the assertion like that. So this is a very beautiful report that it will generate, guys. So this is about the robot back to this robotic process automation. Now, a lot of people they ask what is RPA and they get confused with again robot class and then they confuse with the robot framework. So guys, RPA is what? So full form of RPA means robotic process automation. What is robotic? Robotic means maybe a machine or maybe a software or a computer that can enact as an human actions on a business system. So it's a typical process automation, a typical office automation, or we can say the business office automation. And the process means a sequence of steps which will be followed to complete that particular assigned business task. So this is called P. P means process and A means automation. It means whatever the number of individual tasks are available according to your business task, we have to automate that in a more efficient way or effective way. So that's where we can save some time. That's why this is called automatic way. So that's why the full form is robotic process automation over here. There are so many examples. Some people they use RPA for their test automation also, and then actually it is made majorly for your business automation. Business automation, like there are so many examples I can give you. For example, website scrapping. You want to scrap some data from your web application. There are a lot of companies, a lot of e-commerce companies, they do RPA automation with the UI path, automation anywhere, Blue Prism. What they do, they scrap the data from different applications, from different other e-commerce applications, and then they just try to analyze the data for their artificial with the help of their AI bots and with the help of their data science team, and then they manipulate their rates or something like this. Let's see, Walmart is taking some data from Amazon and then manipulate the data, manipulate the pricing data and accordingly on their website. So web scraping is one of the best example the people they use for with RPA. So other one is that let's see customer order processing, some customer experience or maybe some manual entry that you want to avoid. In that case, you can simply do that. It means you are improving the return on investment over here. You can your customer support team, they can learn certain tools, certain RPA automation process they can follow, and then they can easily do the 7-8 hours within of work they can do within 1 hour or 2 hours only, and then without any manual intervention everything is automated. So we cannot say that okay, RPA is only for test automation. RPA is majorly designed for to reduce the cost, to reduce the time, to reduce the office work like that. Some other example, let's see email query processing. You can write some email bot over here, and then you can simple send email reply to all your customers as a standard email reply to all the customers according to their what kind of queries or what kind of question they are asking. So that is another example of email query processing with RPA. You can do that. Let's see, there are a lot of people they do that, transferring one data from one system to another system. Then you can save some lot of administrative tasks you have to perform. You can save some administration hours over here, some lot of configuration in the backend that you have to do that. You can automate those standard manual configuration that you have to do it again and again. So such kind of things you can easily automate with RPA. And then you can call center operations, payroll processing, human resources, healthcare, supply chain management. All these are the really good examples for RPA. Payroll processing, generate accurate pay slips. Let's see, there are 10,000 employees are there, and I want to generate the accurate dynamic pay slips over here for different employees. This is one of the best example we can take that, right? Calculate their expenses, calculate their bonus, calculate their let's see holiday pays with minimum efforts. You can simply do that. Policy administration services like insurance policy or something like this. You want to regenerate or reinsurance for certain policies, you can easily do that. So there are so many examples are there whenever you have to raise a dispute, let's see with Paytm or with any banking application or with any e-commerce application or any service provider vendors are available in the market. automatically disputes will be created, and they will certain tools, certain bots will reply you, and then they will raise a case on behalf of you. So something like this, you can easily do that. Notification processing also, you can do that. You have to send the notification to thousands of users or 10,000 of users. You can write some RPA bots over here, and you can simply do that. You must have seen certain RPA bots in Telegram, on WhatsApp, and certain groups are available. This is majorly for business process automation. Office mail configuration. Let's see, there are 10,000 employees are there and have to set up their office emails. You can easily do that with this. So this is the main fundamental, main motivation behind RPA. This is not only for test automation. So this is the difference between these three things. I hope it's clear now. Now in the next video onwards, we will set up our robot framework in Windows machine, and I'll show you in Mac machine also. And then we will start writing our first test with the robot framework, and we will try to see a lot of good features in robot framework. So people who are having some fear of programming, you can easily learn with this, and you can easily automate with Selenium as well, because internally it uses Selenium only. And robot class, please try to avoid to use a robot class. First of all, it will not work with the parallel execution, right? So that's all for this particular video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you got an idea about these three things. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any issues, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and God bless you all.